Well, I guess I kind of lied in the one planning video when I said we weren't going to do any excavating. We're going to do some excavating today. So George and I got the dozers on site. Got the D8H, got the D85 New Holland. We're going to get unloaded. We're going to get started. We'll get to the area that we're going to work and we'll explain what's going on. So stay tuned. Well, here's the trouble area that we're going to fix. This is a low spot. A lot of water sits here in the wetter months of the year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the dozers and we're going to shove off all the topsoil about over somewhere to where my Pioneer's sitting, and then over to the base of this ditch bank over here. We're going to take all that, we're going to shove it all to the east, and then we are going to haul fill sand in from a ditch bank over there by that woods. There's a high sand ditch bank. We're going to haul dirt in from over there, and then we'll put the topsoil back over the top of it, and then we will grade everything off, and they'll be able to farm this. And they talked like they might put a couple lines of tile in here. So we'll get the 8 over here, we'll get the 85 over here and start pushing this out and get it ready for the fill sand. We'll have to get the HX 220 Hyundai moved over to load with, and we'll get the haul truck moved over there, and we're going to be using the Moxie haul truck to bring the fill dirt back. We might even be able to use the dump truck. I'm not sure yet. This sand ditch banks over here is a little bit soft, so highway truck might not be usable here, but we're going to try a load or two with it and see what happens. and build that back up. There wasn't as much muck as I thought there was going to be. You can see the sand over there, so we didn't have to strip that as much as I thought we were going to have to in that corner. But we did get this all laid out right here where there was quite a bit of peat moss, and there's some marrow down in there. You'll see I was struggling a little bit with the 8. It's pretty soft down in there. You raise the blade and it just sucks the nose of the dozer down. So that's why I had so much blade movement there a few times, was trying to keep it cutting but keep it from nose diving at the same time, because it's like a pillow out there. This is actually a little bit too big a dozer to be using out in the muck, but it worked just fine. Do need some more Grouser shoes on it. The racing slicks aren't doing very well, but got a few things we need to figure out. This brake is just not freeing up like I thought it would. It's still pretty stiff, and then this clutch will get stuck sometimes. I think there's some bushing issues, or I don't know if there's like some needle bearings in there. I know my uncle's newer Cat D4 had some needle bearings in there that would go bad. So just a few things we need to fix, some minor stuff, but other than that, dozer's pushing really good. I'm really happy with it. So we're gonna get some lunch, we'll get the 220 moved, and we'll get some sand moving and get this filled back in and covered up. All right, my turn to load the truck. George had to leave. He coaches baseball for his oldest son's baseball team. So some days he has to leave a little early so he can go be the coach, which is fine, no big deal. We're a family-owned and operated business, and we understand what it's supposed to be like to be family. So really encourage him to do things like that. Your kids are only young for so long. So we've got some loads hauled. We had to take the haul truck back to the shop because it was running hot. So I took it back, I pressure washed the radiator out, and blew the air filter out. And I think it's okay now. The radiator did have quite a bit of dirt accumulated in it. So we got that all squared away. Hopefully we'll be able to run the rest of the day trouble-free. I hate that when that does that, when you take a scoop too quick and the air goes in the bucket and blows the dirt out and some little pebbles that might be in there. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I put straight bucket teeth on this machine. Sure made a huge difference taking trees out. They don't get stuck between them bucket teeth. Well, look at there, almost loaded the truck in 2 minutes. Nice little piece of quartz laying in there. Huh. Where that came from. We'll take that little tree, we'll pack him in the bottom of our fill. Nobody will ever know it's there. Better not get it too full. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. So I'm gonna haul that one and come back for another one and repeat the process over and over again until the pile is gone. Well, I got all the dirt hauled, so I'm going to take the Pioneer and go grab the D8H New Holland and grade off the haul road. That way they can hit it with a disc, and I'm going to go grade off where the pile of soil was at. That way they can disc that field and get that planted, and get this field planted also, and I won't affect them in any way tomorrow. So then I'll be able to come in the morning, and George and I will be able to push the sand in and get this graded back off and be out of their way by noon, and they can get this field planted. Moved a lot of dirt. That's just what the doctor ordered to fix that wet spot there. All right, let's get the little dozer and go do some pushing. Well, it turned out really nice. No more high ditch bank there. Now they can follow the curve on around when they farm. So I could spend another 15 minutes grading it, but there's no reason to, because they're going to bring their New Holland quad track over here with the vertical till and disc it all up anyways. So kind of conserve some track wear on the D85. So I'm gonna head back across the road now, and might get on the 8 for a little bit tonight and shove some of that sand in. I don't know yet, so we'll see what happens. But this will be great. Now Kurt can go on right around and not have to swerve around that pile of sand that was there, and just make everything a lot easier for him. we got our sand all shoved in, got things firmed back up. Looks real good. We don't have to have it a perfect grade. I mean, we're gonna shove more dirt over the top of this, so we just got it worked down so it filled in all the holes, kind of packed the sand in that low spot a little bit. Now actually, if you build something up in the muck 6 inches with some sand, that's going to make a huge difference. You can actually haul 6 inches of sand in, scatter it out over the top of the muck, and chisel plow it in, and that'll also make a huge difference. If you've got a couple muck spots that you fight and they're not real big spots, just haul a little sand in there and blend it in. It'll firm it right up. So I'm gonna grab my tripod here, we'll get it set up, and we'll push some topsoil back over. Well, it turned out fantastic. They're not going to have to worry about that soft spot anymore. Take grain cart through there, combine through there this fall, not have to worry about it at all. George finish graded it all off. Turned out really nice. Anything that's left, as far as a little ridge here and there, the New Holland quad track with the vertical till behind it will smooth that out. So our work here is done. We're going to head back to the shop, get the trucks, move the dozers home, and then hook up my seed tender to my tool truck and get the 4640 and the 1780 bean planter and go try to plant some beans this afternoon, see if we can get a good start. So the first day is always a rocky one, so hopefully everything will go smooth, but I know it probably won't go smooth, so I'm not even going to say it's going to go smooth. Or I'm not going to say hopefully it's going to go smooth. I know better than that. I shouldn't even have mentioned that. So anyways, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. There's a lot of different things going on. Got to bring the 8 out and play with it. And yes, I do know the tracks are junk on that dozer. We've got to get a set of tracks on it. A few have popped up, sets of tracks off of other machines, but I started looking at them and they're pretty much just as worn as what was on the 8. So or what's on the 8 now, so it wasn't going to really gain much by buying those. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.